cry without moving my face. Tears fall when no one can see. I've learned how to suffer in silence, like it's part of being me. The room doesn't notice my shaking. The walls don't ask what's wrong. I've mastered the art of breaking, while acting like I'm strong. I wipe my eyes before they fall. I swallow every ache. Some pains don't need permission. Some hearts just learn to ache. Tears don't make a sound when they fall inside. No one hears the breaking when it's buried deep inside. I scream without a voice, I drown without a wave. Tears don't make a sound, and that's how I've stayed. I smile like nothing's wrong. Whole conversation's just fine, but every word feels borrowed from a life that's not mine. I've cried in crowded places, but no one ever knew that behind these quiet eyes I was coming unglued. I learned pain doesn't let go if you keep it small. So I taught my heart not to call at all. Tears don't make a sound when they fall inside. No one hears the breaking when it's buried deep inside. I scream without a voice, I drown without a wave. Tears don't make a sound, and that's how I've stayed. Sadness had a volume mine would barely play. I learned to cry invisibly so no one had to stay. I don't ask for saving, I don't ask for space. I let the pain live quietly behind my face. The night feels heavy, the room stays still. I'm crying right, and nobody will. Tears don't make a sound when they fall inside. No one hears the breaking when it's buried deep inside. I scream without a voice, I drown without a wave. Tears don't make a sound, and that's how I stay. The lights go out, the world spins round. I'm crying alone. Tears don't make a sound. I learned how to smile on command, like flipping a switch in my head. They say I look fine, I look happy. They don't hear what I said. My face tells a better story than my heart ever could. I play the part they expect me, and I play it good. I cover the cracks with laughter, hide the bruises in light. It's easier to be pleasant than explain the fight. I'm smiling through the damage, like nothing's wrong with me. Holding up a version they all prefer to see. My lips curve upward while my insides collapse. I'm smiling through the damage that nobody has. I'm not at the right moments, say I'm doing okay. Every how have you been feels harder to say. I carry the weight politely, never let it show. They praise how well I'm coping, but they don't know. I learned pain makes people nervous, so I keep my knee. I package it in kindness, so it's easier to me. I'm smiling through the damage, like nothing's wrong with me. Holding up a version they all prefer to see. My lips curve upward while my insides collapse. I'm smiling through the damage, and nobody has it. I'd start smiling for a moment. Would someone notice then? Or would they look away and wait for the smile again? I don't need fixing, I just need truth. But truth makes people uncomfortable, so I wear the proof. The mirror believes the smile, the heart does not. I'm smiling through the damage that I never forgot. I'm smiling through the damage, like nothing's wrong with me. Holding up a version they all prefer to see. My lips curve upward while my insides collapse. I'm smiling through the damage that nobody has. The smile fades slowly when I'm alone. I take it off and finally go home. I keep myself together well, at least from far away. Up close you'd see the fractures in everything I say. I learn when not to bend, I learn when not to feel. I built a shape of normal around what I conceal. You see the surface holding, they don't feel the strain, they don't hear the screaming inside the frame. No one sees the cracks running through my chest, they only see the calm. They think I'm at my best. I hold it in so tightly, afraid of what reacts. No one sees the breaking, no one sees the cracks. I laugh at all the right times, I show up when I should. I say I'm doing fine, because it sounds so good. I patch myself with habits, with silence and control. If I keep moving carefully, maybe I won't fall apart at all. I've learned pain can look invisible if you keep it clean. They won't ask what's missing if you seem complete. No one sees the cracks running through my chest, they only see the core. They think I'm at my best. I hold it in so tightly, afraid of what reacts. No one sees the breaking, no one sees the cracks. If I open up just slightly, would it scare them away? So I seal every fracture and call it okay. I don't wanna be heavy, I don't wanna be loud, so I carry the damage, quiet and proud. The room solid, but I feel thin. No one sees the cracks I'm living in. No one sees the cracks running through my chest. They only see the calm. They think I'm at my best. I hold it in so tightly, afraid of what reacts. No one sees the breaking. No one sees the cracks. The silence holds me steady. The truth stays packed. I'm standing still with invisible cracks. I don't talk about it much. I don't let it rise. Some pains live deeper than tears in your eyes. It sits behind my breathing. It hums beneath my skin. A constant quiet aching that never settles in. I learned how to lower my voice even when it hurts. Some won't stay quiet so they don't disturb. This is quiet pain. It doesn't beg or scream. It stays folded neatly inside of me. No one hears it breaking. No one hears it stay. This is quiet pain. I walk through days unnoticed, with weight I never shared. I've learned how to look present while I'm barely there. The nights don't offer answers, they just stretch and wait. Quiet pain doesn't rush, it knows how to stay. I don't ask for comfort, I don't ask for proof. I let the hurt exist without the truth. This is quiet pain. It doesn't beg or scream. It stays folded neatly inside of me. No one hears it breaking. No one hears it stay. This is quiet pain. At a volume, mine would be low, just enough to survive, but never to show. I mastered the stillness, I mastered the art of carrying storms inside my heart. The room is calm, the lights remain. I'm sitting with this quiet pain. This is quiet pain. It doesn't beg or scream. It stays folded neatly inside of me. No one hears it breaking. No one hears it stay. This is quiet pain. The nights stay silent, I stay the same. Breathing through this quiet pain. I'm not breaking loudly, I'm not falling apart. just slowly wearing every piece of my heart. It doesn't come in waves, it doesn't leave a mark. It's a constant little tremble in the quiet dark. I don't need a reason, I don't need a name. Some hurts don't announce themselves, they just stay. I'm hurting softly in ways you can't see, like a song played too quietly inside of me. I keep moving forward like I'm supposed to be. I'm hurting softly, and it's killing me. I still show up smiling, I still answer calls, but every simple moment feels heavier than should fall. I carry it politely like it's nothing new. I've learned how to suffer gently so I don't bother you. I hide it in my breathing, I fold it in my chest. I let it hurt quietly so I can pass the test. I'm hurting softly in ways you can't see, like a song played too quietly inside of me. I keep moving forward like I'm supposed to be. I'm hurting softly, it's killing me. If I cried out loud, would it make a sound? Or would the world keep spinning like I was never around? I don't want attention, I just want relief. The pain that whispers is harder to leave. The lights stay low, the night feels thin. I'm hurting softly under my skin. I'm hurting softly in ways you can't see, like a song played too quietly inside of me. I keep moving forward like I'm supposed to be. I'm hurting softly, softly, and it's killing me. The piano fades, the room stays still. I'm hurting softly and always will. They say I look different now, like something finally fits, as if sadness found a home on my face, on my lips. I catch my reflection late in windows dark and clean. I don't recognize the smile, but the sadness looks like me. I tried on happiness once, it didn't stay long, but sorrow fits me perfectly like an old song. That looks good on me, at least that's what they say. It hides the tired parts I don't know how to name. If pain is what I wear, then let it be. Sad looks good on me. I move slower than before, I speak a little less. I've learned how not to reach, but reaching led to mess. They compliment my quiet, they say I've finally grown, but they don't see the cost of of carrying this tone. I don't fight the mirror now, I don't argue back. If sadness suits my face, then I'll wear that. Sad looks good on me, at least that's what they say. It hides the tired parts I don't know how to name. If pain is what I wear, then let it be. Sad looks good on me. I didn't choose this expression, it chose me. Settled in my posture, my breathing, my history. If joy ever comes back, I hope he recognizes me. Under all this sadness, that looks good on me. Light is loud, the mirror agrees. Sad looks good on me. Sad looks good on me, at least that's what they say. It hides the tired parts I don't know how to name. If pain is what I wear, then let it be. Sad looks good on me. I turn away slowly, let the night see. Sad looks good on me. I learned to hide before I learned to heal. I felt safe in letting someone feel. I folded every truth I had into places no one ever asked. I speak in half sentences, I leave thoughts unfinished. If they don't know the whole story, then they can't diminish. I notice pain makes people leave, so I locked mine deep inside. Some lessons come from staying, some come from learning how to hide. I learned to hide behind polite replies, behind I'm fine, and practice smiles. I learned to hide what breaks me inside. I learned to hide so I could survive. I read the room before I speak, I measure every breath. I know exactly which parts of me might make them step back. I wear calm like armor, silence like a shield. If they never see my wounds, they can't make them real. I don't blame the world for turning away, I just adapted to the rules. I learned to disappear softly, like damaged people do. I learned to hide behind blunted lies, behind I'm fine, and practice smiles. I learned to hide what breaks me inside. I learned to hide so I could survive. If I ever show the truth, I hope it's for someone safe, someone who won't flinch at the sight of my face. But till then I'll stay careful, I'll keep the door closed tight. I learned to hide to keep the peace alive. The room feels safer when I'm small. I learned to hide, it's all I know. I learned to hide behind polite replies, behind I'm fine, and practice smiles. I learned to hide what breaks me inside. I learned to hide so I could survive. The lights go dim, the mask stays on. I learned to hide and carried on. Every word is measured, every smile is planned. Pretending became a habit I don't understand. I hold my breath, the conversations, afraid I might slip. It takes so much strength just to keep a grip. This is the weight of pretending. It's heavier than it looks, carrying a version of me that I never took. I'm tired of being okay when I'm barely holding on. This is the weight of pretending, and it's crushing me slow. I laugh when the moment calls for it, I nod when I'm supposed to care, but inside I'm screaming softly, wishing someone was there. The truth presses on my chest like it wants to escape, but I seal it in with silence and wear my shame. If I stop pretending for a second, I might finally fall. So I keep the act going, I give it my all. This is the weight of pretending. It's heavier than it looks, carrying a version of me that I never took. I'm tired of being okay when I'm barely holding on. This is the weight of pretending, and it's crushing me slow. I don't remember when pretending became who I am. I just know the truth feels fragile in my hands. If I ever put it down, let the mask slip free. I wonder if anyone will stay with me. The room stays quiet, the lights stay low. The weight of pretending is all I know. This is the weight of pretending. It's heavier than it looks, carrying a version of me that I never took. I'm tired of being okay when I'm barely holding on. This is the weight of pretending, and it's crushing me slow. The piano fades, I'm still pretending. Under the weight I keep bending. The clock keeps breathing in the dark, every second loud and slow. My eyes are closed, but I'm wide awake, with nowhere left to go. The ceiling knows my secrets, the walls have heard it all. I lie here rehearsing conversations that never happened at all. The night doesn't distract me, it lets the thoughts stay deep. Some battles only happen On nights I don't sleep. These are the nights I don't sleep, when my mind won't let me rest. Every memory gets louder when my body's still at best. I stare into the darkness as the hours slowly creep. These are the nights I don't sleep. I replay every wrong word, every silence, every glance. I wonder how my life became a series of second chances. The bed feels far too empty, the air feels thick and tight. The world feels peaceful out there, but not inside tonight. I don't fight the thinking, I just let it speak. Some truths only surface when I'm too tired to sleep. These are the nights I don't sleep, when my mind won't let me rest. Every memory gets louder when my body's still at best. I stare into the darkness as the hours slowly creep. These are the nights I don't sleep. But sleep is mercy that I've been denied. I lay here carrying everything I hide. I don't need dreams, I don't need escape. I just need my thoughts to give me a break. The sky turns lighter, the night feels weak. Another one at it. Tonight's I don't sleep. These are the nights I don't sleep, when my mind won't let me rest. Every memory gets louder, and my body's still at best. I stare into the darkness as the hours slowly creep. These are the nights I don't sleep. The morning comes quietly, like it doesn't care. These are the nights I don't sleep, that no one shares. I bleed without anyone noticing. The scars stay hidden in my chest. No one sees the quiet breaking, no one witnesses the unrest. I walk through days like normal, I answer smiles with smiles, but every step is measured through invisible trials. I don't ask for attention, I don't wanna be seen. I carry all my suffering where no one's been. This is pain without witness. It doesn't cry or shout, it lives quietly inside me and never finds a route. I carry it in silence, I carry it alone. The nights don't make it easier, the dark doesn't care. I replay every heartbreak, every loss I bear. Even the mirror looks away, pretends it doesn't see how quietly I'm falling, how quietly I bleed. If pain could speak out loud, maybe someone would know, but some hurt only whispers, and never lets go. This is pain without witness. It doesn't cry or shout. It lives quietly inside me and never finds a route. I carry it in silence, I carry it alone. Pain without witness, no one knows. I've learned to survive softly, I've learned to bend. If no one notices, I can still pretend. But inside the hollow rooms, the walls feel the weight of pain without witness that no one relates. The world moves around me, I stay still. Pain without witness fills the space I feel. This is pain without witness. It doesn't cry or shout. It lives quietly inside me and never finds a route. I carry it in silence, I carry it alone. Pain without witness, no one knows. The night fades slowly, the room is soundless. Lives endlessly within this. I hold myself together in public. I smile, I nod, I pretend. But behind closed doors, the pieces start to bend. I let the tears fall free when no one can see. I speak to the shadows and they answer me. No one notices the trembling, no one hears the cry. I break in private when no one asks why. I break in private when the world isn't watching. I crumble slowly without anyone catching the weight of my sorrow. No one understands. I break in private with my own hands. The mirror holds a stranger, the room stays still. I let the pain take over where it has the will. I scream without sound, I collapse without air. Every hidden fracture is too much to bear. I hide the remnants of me until morning light. No one sees my downfall, no one knows my fight. I break in private when the world isn't watching. I crumble slowly without anyone catching the weight of my sorrow. No one understands. I break in private with my own hands. If anyone ever looked too closely, would they even care? Or would the cracks frighten them and then they leave me bare? So I keep it locked where no one can find. I break in private to protect my mind. The room is silent, the shadows near. I break in private and no one hears. I break in private when the world isn't watching. I crumble slowly without anyone catching the weight of stays closed, the night moves on. I break in private until the pain is gone. I smile at the right moments, I laugh at the right times. I nod when I should listen, I hide all the signs. But inside I'm shaking, every breath feels wrong. I'm holding it together badly, but I keep moving along. I pass the cracks quickly, I hide the tears that fall. I pretend I'm steady when I'm barely standing at all. Holding it together badly, with pieces that bend. Trying to be okay, while I quietly descend. I keep up appearances, but I'm breaking fast. Holding it together badly, will this ever last? The world doesn't notice the struggles I fight. They see someone composed and assume I'm alright. But every small interaction takes more than I own. I survive in fragments, so no one sees the unknown. I polish the fractures, I hide the pain from view. Holding it together badly is the only thing I knew. Holding it together badly, with pieces that bend. Trying to be okay, while I quietly descend. I keep up appearances, but I'm breaking fast. Holding it together badly, will this ever last? If someone looked closer, would they see my fall? Or would they turn away and not notice at all? I don't need saving, I just need to cope. But holding it together badly is all I ever hope. The lights stay dim, the night is on. Holding it together badly keeps me strong. Holding it together badly, with pieces that bend. Trying to be okay, while I quietly descend. I keep up appearances, but I'm breaking fast. Holding it together badly, will this ever last? The panel fades, the room stays still. Holding it together badly is my skill. I speak but no one listens, I reach but no one sees. My words fall like feathers into silent seas. I smile and they nod, they think everything's fine. But the storms inside me are only mine. I try to share my burden, but the room stays still. The world doesn't notice the weight I feel. Nobody asked, nobody cares. The pain that I carry, the nights I can't bear, I keep it to myself, I keep it inside. Nobody asked, and I quietly hide. I thought someone would wonder if I stayed away too long, but life kept moving forward, and I stayed strong. I don't even expect comfort, I don't even expect grace. I've learned to survive in my own empty space. I tell myself it's normal to go unnoticed, unseen, but it stings every time I fade between. Nobody else, nobody cares. The pain that I carry, the nights I can't bear, I keep it to myself, I keep it inside, and nobody else, and I quietly hide. If someone did notice, would it change a thing? Or would I just be reminded how fragile I cling? So I fall into silence, I fall into the night. Nobody else, and I hold it tight. The room hums empty, the walls are still. Nobody asked, and I feel chill. Nobody asked, nobody cares. The pain that I carry, the nights I can't bear, I keep it to myself, I keep it inside. Nobody asked, and I quietly hide. The world moves onward, the night goes past. Nobody asked, and nothing lasts. I'm surrounded by voices, by laughter and cheer, but somehow I feel further than anyone near. The lights are bright, the music loud, yet I stand apart, an invisible presence with a heart softly moving. I am an unseen, a I'm into the shadows of what has always been. The loneliest crowd is the one you're in, where faces surround you, but no one lets you in. I speak, but my words vanish like ghosts in the room. The loneliest crowd is my silent gloom. I nod at the moments, I laugh when it's required, but inside I'm distant and quietly tired. The world keeps on moving, I feel out of place, a stranger among many, hiding my face. They notice nothing, they never see the heart that's waiting to just be free. The loneliest crowd is the one you're in, where faces surround you, but no one lets you in. I speak, but my words vanish like ghosts in the room. The loneliest crowd is my silent gloom. If I could disappear, would it finally show that even in a crowd, I'm alone below? I stay present, motionless, and my mind drifts away. The loneliest crowd carries me every day. The lights blur softly, the music fades. I'm lost in the middle of this lonely parade. The lonely ones say, oh, the loneliest crowd is the one you're in, where faces surround you, but no one lets you in. I speak but my words vanish like ghosts in the room. The loneliest crowd is my silent gloom. I leave quietly, no one turns around. The loneliest crowd still holds me down. No one sees the way I ache, no one feels the strain. I carry storms inside me that never leave a stain. My hands stay steady, my voice stays calm, but the heart inside is crying without alarm. I've learned to contain the floods, to swallow every sigh, to hide the trembling inside me, so no one asks why. I'm crying inside my chest when no one can see. The pain that I carry is only for me. I smile for the world, but inside I confess I'm crying inside my chest. I sit in quiet corners, I let the shadows stay. They catch the tears I hide, they never see the day. The night knows my secrets, the dark hears my pain, but the morning comes softly and I carry it again. No one notices the ache, no one knows the fight. I keep the sorrow hidden out of their sight. I'm crying inside my chest when no one can see. The pain that I carry is only for me. I smile for the world, but inside I confess I'm crying inside my chest. Crying had a sound, it would echo low, a rhythm of silence no one could know. I don't need saving, I don't need light, I just want my chance to hold it tight. The room stays still, the night moves slow. I'm crying inside, but no one will know. I'm crying inside my chest when no one can see. The pain that I carry is only for me. I smile for the world, but inside I confess I'm crying inside my chest. The dawn unrises softly, the shadows rest. I keep the secret crying in my chest. I tell them I'm fine, like I always do. Smile on the surface, but inside it's untrue. The words come easy, the mask fits well, but behind the calm, there's a storm I quell. I don't want their pity, I don't want their care, I just want my pain to linger somewhere. I'm fine, I say it anyway, hiding all the pieces that I can't display. I keep walking forward through the quiet and the fray. I'm fine, you're real, and that's how I stay. They never ask questions, they never look too deep. They accept the answer and let me keep the secret I carry, the grief that stays. I'm fine through all my days. I've learned to survive behind polite replies. Some truths are too heavy for casual eyes. I'm fine, I say it anyway, hiding all the pieces that I can't display. I keep walking forward through the quiet and the fray. I'm fine, and that's how I stay. If someone saw the cracks, if someone saw the night, would they understand? Or would they take flight? So I keep pretending, I keep the light. I'm fine, that's by design. The room is silent, the piano low. I'm fine, no one knows. I'm fine, I say it anyway, hiding all the pieces that I can't display. I keep walking forward through the quiet and the fray. I'm fine, not really, and that's how I stay. The lights fade softly, the night moves on. I'm fine until the dawn.